Hey friends, on today's episode of Faithful CFO, we are diving into getting to know me a little bit better and also understanding how Profit Manager came to be. Welcome to the Faithful CFO, building kingdom businesses where faith meets finance and your numbers finally start behaving. I'm Grace Muñoz, here to help you stop chasing dollars and start taking home the profits you deserve. Let's dive in. So who am I? So as I mentioned right at the beginning, my name is Grace Muñoz, and I am a business enthusiast. I love all things business. I've had the pleasure of working in multiple different industries. I actually just slowly made my way into the world of finance after having some real boots on the ground experience with a solar company that I had a few years back. We actually ended up doing probably over 20 million in sales at one point, employed over 50 different employees, including contractors, and had just a beautiful little organization moving in the mechanisms. Of course, lofty goals got the best of us, and we decided to go through a merger and acquisition. All the while, I was learning how to manage investor money and also the day-to-day cash flow. I worked with a lot of business professionals and business partners and investors who really helped me develop a keen eye for the finances. Being a business owner and sitting on that COO seat gave me an opportunity to understand how quickly we are to just kind of overlook the accounting sector of our business and try to just make these decisions without understanding our real data and keeping it organized. Too many times, I cannot tell you how many businesses I work with where I have to push business owners to separate their business funds from their personal funds. This is so important, especially if you want to go to that six-figure, seven-figure income. You cannot continue to live a life where your business does not have a heartbeat of its own, where it doesn't have its own bank accounts, and you're not able to differentiate the two. A lot of times you have these business owners that you ask them, how's business doing? Sales are great. The business is wonderful. But they haven't been able to write themselves a check for take-home profit. Why? Because they've commingled their money so much, it's hard for them to truly understand where they're at with their numbers. And although I'm not saying that that was my experience with that particular business, it's something that I did see from time to time from multiple partners within that company, because many of them were not able to ever really take home a profit margin. Fast forward to COVID and that entire economic collapse, and I realized how there is a need out there for businesses to find someone that generally really cares about their business, and that's where I come in. I knew I wanted to build a company that dabbed in the different industries that I already have a good working capital on, just based on my knowledge. And so I've worked with medical industries, I've worked with transportation industries, construction industries, service-based industries, and I genuinely just love being able to dive into these visions and provide quality service towards your numbers. Now, my background in being an operational officer and a director of operations really helped me understand how the two can come together and give you thriving opportunities in your business. If your day-to-day process is not quantifiable, like if you don't have documented processes for every person in your team, if there's not an automated in and out of everything that you do, it's going to be very hard for you to determine the success of your team members. And not knowing how successful your team members are is detrimental to your bottom line. Do you have enough staff? Are you overstaffed? Is your staff properly helping you bringing in your profits? And at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, how much are you taking home? Pay yourself. You didn't get into business to just make it a hobby. So with that being said, at Profit Manager, we've actually been able to tie in some really cool structures, and we are still working on so many cool partnerships with other businesses and companies to give a sustainable model that can apply to any business. Right now, one of the key takeaways that you can have for free with no obligation, and that's not, it sounds like a really big like marketing scheme. No obligation, it's free, take home today. All you have to do is sign your life away. No, I'm kidding. All you have to do is go onto my website, profitmanager.com, this spelling right here, profitmgr.com, and go into the resource tab and download your blueprint, all right? This is industry specific. Know where your industry is at. How much should you be racking in sales? How much should your bottom line is? How much should you be spending on marketing, on operations, on your cost of goods? All that stuff, the research is there for you. All you have to do is grab it, take it and run with it so that you can set up your business for success, whether or not you decide to partner with me. And if not, you can always log back in here for these videos week to week for insights and tips on how to stay ahead of the game. So we hope to see you back here next week, and hopefully maybe hear from you directly by booking one of our consultations on our website.